Greetings, beautiful Libra. Welcome to Butterfly Ascension Channelings. And on today's episode, we're doing an energy reading for your sign, wherever it's placed on your birth chart. And also, we're looking at what you need to know right this moment. At the time of this recording, it is November. I keep wanting to say October. And for some reason, I wanted to say October 26th. If that has any significance for you, well, let it be. So at the time of this recording, it's November 10th, 2025. So it's a 9, 10, 11 portal today. Energies are high. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, Libra. So to start off, the overall energy. Ooh, I can't grab the card. Hold on. It says number 42, the word wants to be written. Right off the bat, what I'm getting is there's something, I don't know why I was going to say, or someone you're manifesting. You want to create something. You want to create a life with this person, or you want to create this project. It has to do with something you cherish dearly, a dream that you have, that you would like it to come to fruition. Okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have 43, come to life. 42, it needs to be written. 43, come to life. So it does manifest. It does happen. It does come to fruition. In addition to that, as you are doing it, you must trust the process and trust yourself that it can be done, that you have the skills and abilities to do them, which is shown in this card. The skills that you have. I'm going to read it to you. It says, it's 8 of grains, which would be 8 of pentacles. And it says, I got to remove the glasses. Hold on. So Bezalel, O Eliab, and every skilled person to whom the Lord has given skill and ability to know how to carry out all the work of constructing the sanctuary are to do the work just as the Lord has commanded. So your desire is a desire that comes from within. It just is there. It's lit up, and it calls for it to be put into action, for it to come to fruition. And you have the skills for that. So trust yourself that you do have these skills and that you are able to commit to bring it into, I don't know the word that I want to say, bring it into fruition. Does that make sense? Manifest. I don't want to use manifest because it's been overused. It's more like, it feels like you made the decision, you're moving forward, you're doing the steps to quote unquote make it happen, but you don't even need to make it happen because everything is activated on your path. It's every pieces are coming together to create this map, to create this picture. And we have 5 of candles, Joseph and his jealous brothers. It says, come, let's sell him to the Ishmael. It's so funny. I read that yesterday or last night. And now not lay our hands on him. After all, he is our brother, our own flesh and blood. His brothers agreed. So this explains, this is like conflict. This is like, in today's words, would be haters, enemies, who don't want you to succeed out of jealousy or because they are small-minded. Their currency doesn't match yours. And when we say currency, we mean their energy, their frequency doesn't match yours. So there's an understanding that it must be let go of the idea that you can convince them that you can rise above. Because in the story of Joseph and his brothers, he had a dream. that he would be ruling over his brothers, and his brothers would be kneeling before him. And turns out that, okay, let me tell you the story. If you don't know the story, that's a story in the Bible in Genesis. So Joseph is the son of Jacob, and he's the favorite of all his brothers. He's a favorite. And his brothers consequently don't like him. They even hate him. They're jealous. And one day, his father sends him to go find his brothers to find out where they are and where they're at, how long it's going to take for them to come back. So he goes, he finds his brothers, and the brothers sees him from far away. So they plot to kill him, like literally make sure that he doesn't exist anymore. And Reuben, one of the elder brothers, says, we cannot do that he is our brother, he is our blood. Let's just put him in the well, but do not touch him, do not hurt him. So the brothers do that while Reuben goes do something. So they catch Joseph, they throw him in there, they take off his robe because his father had given him a very precious, beautiful robe because he's the favorite and he loves him very much, right? So they threw him there, and then Reuben thought he was dead, so he started crying, and he's like, what am I going to tell my father? And then they eventually tell him, oh no, we sold him. So they sold him to merchants that were passing by the road. They sold him as a slave to these merchants. And eventually these merchants went to Egypt and sold Joseph to the chief of command of the Pharaoh, something like that. And he started working in the Pharaoh's house and all that. I'm saying this because there's a point to this. So he works there, and then Joseph was a very handsome young man, okay? So the wife of the commander is feeling him. She's like, he's fine. I want him. My husband doesn't need to know. I'm the mistress of this house, so she shall do as I say. So she's tried to flirt with him and tell him, just sleep with me, do the things with me. Let's chicka chicka boom boom. He says, no, I do not do this. It is not appropriate. I work for your husband, and my Lord is God. So I'm not going to do that. I don't play. So one day he goes to the house to do his job, and she's alone in the house, and there are no other servants, so no other witnesses. She taunts him again, and he just flees because he's like, no, I can't do that. Il y a personne. There's no one. I spoke French, sorry. There's no one. And then he runs away, but he left his robe behind. So she says a lie, and she says, oh, he tried to take advantage of me, and then he fled, and she tells that to her husband, and he's thrown into jail. So in jail, he was able to interpret the dream of a cupbearer and a baker. They were the chief cupbearer and baker. And what has happened, what he said, the interpretation was true. So he told the cupbearer to remember him and to say nice things to the Pharaoh about him so he could get out of jail. Anyways, all this to say that eventually he gets out because he was able to interpret the Pharaoh's dream and become the manager of the food supply for Egypt. And it's in that way that later on, years later, his family comes to Egypt to get some food because there's a huge famine that lasts 7 years. And they come to Egypt to get some food, to buy some food, and they bow down before Joseph because they didn't recognize Joseph. Joseph is now an older gentleman. He looked good. He doesn't resemble the young kid that they had sold. So it does come to pass. He does become a ruler and prosperous and rich. So your dream, that project that you're working on, or that dream that you're cherishing, whatever it may be, it does come to pass. And yes, there are people who don't want to see it come to pass because they themselves don't know how to use their creative powers to have their dreams come to pass. They're not plugged in completely to source. They're how can I say this? They're implemented into the machine. I keep hearing cogging the machine. They're implementing in the machine, the machine being the matrix. So they're very much into that. They haven't resorted to the higher realms, the spiritual realm, the light realm, where you're operating from to create this, because this has been shown to you, led to you. This was instructed. This was inspired. This dream that you have, I feel like a flame inside of you. It's stronger than you, bigger than you. So no matter what you do, you always go back to creating this, and now you're creating it. It comes to life. It comes to life. So follow this dream, because beneath the surface lies great bounty. Lies great bounty. You have not only the skills, but you also have the knowledge to create this. And you have support, and you are protected as you are creating this. At the bottom of the deck, this is going fast, they're going fast. At the bottom of the deck, we have 4 of chalices, Jonah's anger. Now, Lord, take away my life, for it is better for me to die than to live. Do not give up. Do not give up. Do not give up. Do not give up. Remember that we said that you were being led. Follow the stars. Navigating by the stars. This is bigger than you. This is bigger than you. And underneath, again at the bottom, no, not this one. Tread thoughtfully, narrow pathway. This is your pathway. Not everyone can follow you there. Not everyone can do what it is that you're about to do. Not everyone, not anyone. This is for you. This is for you. This is for you. So, do not give up. This is giving me do not give up. The 4 of chalices, do not give up. It's there because right underneath it, the promised land. Entering the promised land. And that's what really you are doing, entering the promised land. You're entering the promised land with this project. It comes to fruition. Whether whomever's jealous, the haters, whatever, like it or not, it's coming to pass. Now, because these people, this opposition, is strongly against your success, because it really feels like they're against your success because you're leaving them behind. They don't want to be left behind. You cannot be the black sheep of the family, the black sheep who actually gained success, because they think you gained success. You're going to forget them. You're going to leave them behind, and they're not going to be able to extract the benefits from your success, because you are changing into someone who is independent, strong-willed, and fervent to your calling. Because of that, they are saying, and it's very important, to forgive them. No matter what they say or do, forgive them, for they do not know what they do. Forgive them. Because truly what they want is to be like you, to be able to do this thing that you're doing. They just don't know how, because they're not plugged in to source. They're plugged into the matrix. They don't know how. They haven't been able to unplug themselves from the matrix and seeking the knowledge to actually get out of there. You need to forgive them. Forgive them for they do not know, and also forgive yourself for the treacherous road you hopped on to because of the opposition, whether it be them specifically or the I'm going to say the evil owl they're sending you, the projection they're sending you towards you, whether it's conscious or unconscious, because it could be both. It could be unconscious. They don't even know what they're doing. Creating like some obstacles. Know that forgive them and forgive yourself for the moments that you almost listened to them and gave up. For the moments you almost listened to them and gave up. Forgive them. They're telling me that you are protected. You are protected on this path. You are absolutely protected on this path. You have angels with you. You have your spirit team with you, leading the way and marching before you and behind you, on your left and to your right, to cut whatever cords, to stop and block whatever opposition that would prevent you to walk on that path, to attain the goal. You are cherished by the angels, protected by the angels. Okay? It's coming to pass. It's coming to pass. There's no, I don't feel like it's not going to happen. It's happening. It's happening. Let me see if there's last message. They had guided me to take another deck for one additional message. Just this one. Again, they don't want to be left behind, and also, okay, I'm just going to show you the card. You have not missed your chance to make this happen. The time is now. It couldn't have been done before, and it cannot be done later. The time is now. This is divine timing. All is being done in divine order. Subscribe to the present moment and know that it comes to fruition. There is no need to fear, because it says here, fear of failure. There is no need to fear failure. They're fearing failure. The opposition fears failure. And some are hoping for failure. But there's no need for failure. The child within you who is scared needs to acknowledge. You need to remind that child that what once was is no more. You understand? You're learning, you're progressing from this chapter. You have additional skills and knowledge now from your past experiences. Extract the lessons from them, which makes it so that it comes to fruition. Understand, there's success, and the lessons provide that success. There is beauty in your journey, in this path that you have walked upon thus far. Let fear go, let it go. Abandon yourself to divine source. Go with the flow. Resort to being accompanied by wisdom, divine intelligence. Tap in and ask your divine self, your divine intelligence, what's next? What's the next step? Feel it. Learn to communicate with your team in spirit, with your higher self, with your divine self, with the divine. All is well. All is well. Perseverance, faith. Need I say more? Need I say more? No. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're on the right track. Would you like to add? Nope, we're done? Correct. Okay. So Libra, this concludes your reading, this journey. Thank you for having me sharing this ride with you. I applaud you. Congratulations. I hope you have found the confirmation needed, the validation needed, the guidance needed. I would like to thank your guides and my guides. And with that being said, have a beautiful, beautiful day, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. Bye.